Okay, so this scroll saw saga episode is going to be more about the scroll saw itself, because I've had enough with my makeshift padding, just some lining fabric. There's still a fair amount of vibration going through the table when I use it, and I really want to get some more of this stuff, which was what I used last time. And the problem is with this, when the weight of the scroll saw was on it, it just kind of collapsed. So I've done a couple of sketches, and I think that if I use some of my ply and kind of make a tabletop, and if I can get some more of this foam, I can actually make something that's quite stable, that absorbs all the vibration and makes it a lot easier to work with. At least that's okay. Well, that went better than expected. I only had to do one small bit of trimming just to get the back piece to fit, but for some reason unknown to me, I put out-facing tabs on the sides and out-facing tabs on the top, so now it doesn't slot in, but it would slot if they were downward facing. So yeah, I still need to drill the holes for the blades in now. So what I'm going to do is hang on till I'm up doing my next scroll sawing project and just trim out these notches here so everything drops in neatly. But other than that, it's pretty good actually. I've got my two little shelves on the side for things, and there is a deliberate gap down the back of these because there's going to be sawdust everywhere, so that way it's going to drain down and out the back. And the same here, I've got a deliberate gap at the bottom here so that anything that falls through should hopefully be removable at some point. Other than that minor glaring issue, it works quite well. Okay, delete previous outro for scroll saw base. 1, 2, 3. So as you can see, I have been doing quite a bit of scroll sawing, and I'm happy to say that my makeshift padding, which isn't the stuff I was looking for, but this is just polystyrene, that is working brilliantly. I've been able to stack up my work as I'm finishing it, and none of these stacks have fallen down, which indicates that there is no vibration coming through the table at all, which is something I was concerned about with the previous setup. So it seems to be working as intended. The ply base sitting on top of the polystyrene is certainly evening out the pressure, so that's good. Although my caddy is fairly, I'm going to say smart because it's not intended to be smart, but it's doing the job. Only problem is where these blades have been out in the shed, they've started to pick up a little bit of rust. I think because there's kind of ambient moisture in the air anyway. So this may end up being retired, because if they've got rust on them after only a couple of weeks, probably shouldn't keep them out any longer. So this is a good idea, but it's not going to continue, I don't think. Although it was interesting to build. So all in all, my scroll saw caddy setup is 50%. 50% success. So somewhat there. I'm continuing on with my project without any issues of this table becoming shaky because it's vibrating too much. Before I shut down for the winter, I'm going to go under the table and make sure the bolts on the legs are all completely secure, so it, you know, it's not going to move any, because I've got strange visions and dreams of suddenly having a table collapse on me whilst I'm working. So I'll get that sorted before I shut down for the end of the year, which should be in a couple of weeks' time in relation to this video. So yes, you would have seen these boxes already, hopefully, if I get them done by the end of October. So yeah, back to scroll sawing. I'll see you next week.